He says you have to really guard the mind because not only angels communicate to you on that channel.
Everybody's tuned in, Jess.
Yeah, exactly.
Supernatural world is tuned into that.
It's like gangbangers that get, these police scanners. This is exactly what demons are doing.
Right.
They're also listening to the traffic. So this is why, again, the Bible's constantly telling us that we have to guard our minds.
As the chart shows, the faculties include power, intermediate, and higher powers. The ascending order lists each faculty: higher faculties of intellect and will, intermediate faculties of memory and emotion, and lower faculties of appetite and instinct. The chart begins with an event and how each faculty is understood in response to that event. The upper right edge of the chart asserts what is understood by the term to be properly ordered. The proper order is the flesh as servant of the soul, but this is damaged in the effects of the fall and driven to disorientation. The lower faculties, if left unchecked, seek to invert the right order, to flip upside down the right order due to concupiscence. What's concupiscence? Concupiscence is our tendency to sin. In any instance where we have a tendency to sin. We should actually talk about the previous discussion on baptism and lingering effects of disordering of passion. We distinguish between the story and the event because the story is often filled with emotion. This is talking about our memory. It can differ from the actual acts of the event itself. Thus, as we note, the meaning and salvific purpose embedded in the event is often clouded or hidden. When you purify your faculties and grow in virtue, the event becomes imbued with meaning and ordered to Christ.
Let's stop right there. There's a whole lot there.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot there. So I'm going to try to simplify it here. Okay. So the powers of the soul. Anytime you hear the word faculty, all it means is power. The power of the soul. The soul is invisible. It's pure spirit. It's immaterial. What are the powers of the soul? There you have it, the higher faculties, intellect and will. Transitional faculties, those are midpoint, memory and emotion. Lower faculties, appetites and instincts. The last four, the transitional faculties and the lower faculties, demons have access to. And so everything when it comes to spiritual warfare, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get the person that has an intellectually, spiritually, and physically disordered life. We're trying to teach them to live an intellectual, spiritual, and physical ordered life. And sometimes that's quite a feat, Eddie, because some people have been so steeped in such bad living. They've just, and for years and years, repetitively, that sometimes, I'm telling you, it is like pulling weeds. And somebody like Eddie or myself and other lay people involved in this, we're not exorcists. Okay, well, we're not exorcists. People ask me, Jesse, are you an exorcist? No, I'm not an exorcist. You don't see the Roman collar on me. Only a Catholic priest is an exorcist or can do exorcisms. However, there are people like Eddie and myself and others that we're just called operators. All we do is we help out priests and we go down range because priests are busy. Okay, they can't do all the minutia. It takes lay people to help them out in this area, and we just go down range and we start trying to provide catechesis, try to provide basic spiritual direction, provide. Okay, you got to stop doing this. You got to stop living with your girlfriend. You got to stop smoking marijuana. Some of the obvious things that you don't need a priest to do. Tell the guy or the girl, okay, you got to start coming back to Mass every Sunday. Oh, I haven't made my confirmation. You got to sign up for RCIA. You need to make all your sacraments. You need to start coming to Mass every Sunday. You need to start praying every single day. If you don't know how, look at your iPhone. There's prayers on a lot of Catholic apps, or you can buy a Catholic prayer book. You got to start praying, grace before meals. So what somebody like Eddie and myself do is we're just providing all the intel that they need to know. It's just basic Catholic intel. But because so many people in our church, Eddie, are so uncatechized, so unevangelized that even something basic like you and me will say, okay, you have to start going to Mass every Sunday, starting this Sunday, and go to confession on Saturday before you go to Mass on Sunday. To them, it's like, not like, really? I've got to do that? That's the state of our church right now, Eddie.
No, it's true, Jess. The things that people are doing now, Jess, really it just amazes me. We're seeing this girl, and she was a witch before, but it started when she was 10 years old, when her mom had some kind of mental disorder. But she was talking to us and meeting with us and praying with us. And she told me once on the phone, she goes, well, you know what? She goes, I have to call the prayer line. I go, hold on a second. You have to do what? I have to call the prayer line. It's a line where you call in and people pray with you. And I said, wait a minute. You have to be very careful when you're doing that. Do you know the person you're talking to is a Catholic? Are they into the spiritual understanding of what we believe? And she goes, well, no, but they help me pray. I go, you know what? This person you're calling could be another witch. And what are you doing? You're just getting your information. That's why they're low information, Jeff, because they're getting information from people that have no idea what they're doing, and they just make it worse. So we had to stop this girl, but yeah, that's how people think. They think about that. They let their emotions take. I'm hearing knocking in the house, and I need the father to come over. I go, that's not how it works. You have to pray. You have to do things that people are not used to, that people like you are not used to doing. And that's why Jess says it's like pulling weeds. You got to make the difference and tell the difference and pull the weeds out. That's the issue.
Yeah. And also, unfortunately, a lot of Catholics, and I think it's been through an abuse or a poor catechesis of the charismatic renewal. A lot of Catholics think that Catholicism is like rubbing a genie bottle, or rubbing a bottle of genie's going to come out, or like white magic. All you got to do is go to this priest or this person who's got the powers of healing, and everything's going to be okay. And again, Father Amor Moore, he even says a lot of Catholics, they have their view of Catholicism is like white witchcraft. They think it's just, one prayer, this one priest, this one lay person, bam, that's it, I'm healed.
Yeah, just people come to the parish for the parish that I attend, and they want the priest so bad because the information is out. He's an exorcist, and he's actually not even an exorcist.
He's trained as an exorcist, by the way. Yeah, he's been trained as an exorcist.
Yeah,
Leo. Yeah, but he hasn't got the mandate, right? Yeah, he hasn't.
Right, he doesn't have a mandate from the bishop. But they come there and these people are so disruptive when they get there. This is like the second person or third person that they have to call the police on because they won't leave. They drive down from Central California and they want to see the priest, and it's just not going to happen like that. They want it their way. They want to rub that bottle. They want the priest to wave the crucifix over them and they'll be fine. That's what they think.
Yeah. Again, that's just the horrible catechesis that's been going on for the last 60 years. And that's why there's good podcasters now. There's good Catholic lay websites, and there's shows just like this. We're just trying to provide the catechesis that the bishops should be doing, but that's another topic.